Texas is not considered one of the battleground states.
However, both candidates certainly tried to treat us like we were, hoping the messages they shared with supporters here late in their campaigns would resonate across the country. Our Marcelino Benito is taking a closer look at the number to see exactly how things have played out so far in this race. Marcelino, and right now, Trump is doing quite well.
Yeah, Lennon, this was a big win for Donald Trump in the state of Texas. The state was called relatively early tonight. This is where things stand right now with 74% of the vote in. Donald Trump up 56% to 42%. I want to give you some historical context, take you back to the last presidential election, Trump on the ballot against Biden. Trump won Texas, but he only won it by about 6 percentage points. Let's go back to 2016. He won that one against Clinton about 9 percentage points. So this time around in 2024, he's having the strongest showing yet that he's had in the state of Texas, a 14% win with a lot more voting, about 25% of the vote still outstanding. How did he do it? Well, Harris County is not performing for Democrats. Yes, Kamala Harris is winning it by about 6 percentage points right now, 52% to 46%. But let's go back to 2020 and see what President Biden was able to do in 2020. Let's see if the board will cooperate. There we go. 14% win for Biden back in 2020 here in Harris County. If we come down to Fort Bend County, Biden won that county by 10%. This time around, Kamala Harris is only winning Fort Bend County by 1 percentage point. These type of numbers just don't bode well for Democrats. You can't keep Texas as close as it's been in past years with this type of showing in the major metropolitan centers. Guys.
All right, Marcelino Benito with the very latest on Trump and how he's doing in Texas exceedingly well, better than the last two elections. Marcelino, thank you. Now let's take a look at the race for U.S. Senate here in Texas.
Republican Senator Ted Cruz being challenged by Democratic Congressman Colin Allred. And right now, I'll look at those numbers for you. Ted Cruz with 54% of the vote, Colin Allred with 44%. This is with 74% of the votes, and you can see Cruz with the 10% lead here, and Cruz himself declaring himself the winner despite an official call yet.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go on and win and get his third term in Congress. We have team coverage on both campaigns tonight. Jason Miles at the Cruz watch party in downtown Houston. Jason, got to be a party going on.
Yeah, I think Cruz was pretty confident in this, no matter who's called it yet, given that margin. He's still here in the ballroom, a very exuberant crowd still sticking around. I'm going to leave it to Sergio, my photographer tonight, to find Cruz in that crowd. There he is, crowd taking photos with some of these folks. He took the stage within the last hour alongside family, fellow elected leaders, even thanking Colin Allred for that hard-fought race. Here's a little bit of what Cruz had to tell this crowd.
They deployed every trick, every lie, and every Hollywood celebrity they could find. Chuck Schumer tried to buy this Senate seat like it was a piece of Manhattan real estate. But he learned what we've always known, that Texas isn't for sale. And Texans can't be bought.
Cruz, it appears, going to his third 6-year term in the U.S. Senate. People still here taking pictures again with Cruz. He says 3 mandates for his next term include border security, unleashing Texas energy, and defending God-given rights. That's the latest from the Marriott Marquis downtown. I'll send it back to you.
All right, a celebration victory party. Jason Miles following the latest from Ted Cruz.
All right, Victor Jacobo in Dallas with Congressman Allred's campaign tonight. Victor, if he goes on to lose as we expect, he will also be out of Congress.
Yeah, that's right. Mood here that's disappointed and nervous as not only the stakes of this race highlighted and felt by the sparse crowd here, but also the national landscape. We haven't had a formal or really official announcement from the Allred campaign on what they're saying about the race so far, but we do know that when Allred will speak. He'll have his wife introduce him. You hear some cheers in the background. They have some monitors up here as they're watching some other races across the country. Whenever there's one for Democrats, they cheer. One for Republicans, they boo. So nothing official yet, but the mood here pretty quiet and disappointed so far. Some of the news about this race has trickled in as folks check their phones and have heard about Ted Cruz declaring victory. So we'll keep a track on when the congressman will be making remarks to his supporters here in Dallas. I'll send it back to you, Fred.
All right, Victor Jacobo, thank you. The numbers speaking loud and clear there. Right now, you're looking live at Harris County Election Headquarters in North Houston.
And that's where workers have a long night ahead of them counting your votes. Matt Doherty is watching the ballots being delivered and joins us live with how everything is going. Matt?
Yeah, we got an update from the Harris County Clerk about 5 minutes ago. I want to give you some of the numbers that she's telling us. She's saying that 12 voting centers have ballots that have been counted so far. Just to put that into perspective, there are 700 polling locations in Harris County. The clerk says this, of course, is going to be a very long night. Now, here's some of the video of the boxes getting dropped off here to Election Central. It's a little more than an hour ago. Harris County is the third largest county in the country with those 700 polling sites this election. More than 1.3 million residents cast early ballots. More than 300,000 voted in person today, and that number, of course, continues to rise. The Harris County Clerk described Election Day as running smoothly here. All polling sites have closed, she has told us. Now, of course, this is going to be a long night, but we are going to be here. We're going to continue to follow those ballots as they move in here to Election HQ and get counted. We'll be with you throughout the night, bringing you more updates from here. Back to you.
Busy station there. Thank you, Matt. Our next election